The costumes of the MCU usually do a good job of bringing classic comic book looks to the big screen. But nobody's perfect. Some of the MCU's greatest designs include Cap's first Avenger costume, nearly every Iron Man suit and all of Thor's armor. However, just because they're the best at what they do, doesn't mean there haven't been a few stinkers in the costume design department. Sometimes it's too much detail, sometimes it's not enough, but whatever it is, these are worst costumes in the MCU. We post new content every day, make sure to smash the subscribe button. Captain America. The suit featured in Captain America: The First Avenger is, without a doubt, one of the best examples of page-to-screen costume transitions in all of comic book movies. However, every Cap costume from the Avengers can't seem to capture the same magic. The Avengers costume is probably the worst offender. The soft felt-looking material and the all-blue cowl are just plain silly. As is the Winter Soldier costume, which, while it did use some of the looks from TFA, still watered down the outfit in favor of taking a page from Steve Rogers' Super Soldier. There's a lot of impressive VFX and makeup work done to make Paul Bettany look like he's made of metal, but the overall design of the Vision leaves a lot to be desired. Obviously, the comics version of Vision wouldn't work on screen, but the MCU version isn't much better. The overuse of purple definitely comes to mind first, since it's used on nearly every part of his design. Furthermore, there needs to be something more in the center of his outfit to break up all the green. The overly detailed and grossly desaturated yellow cape isn't doing him any favors either. Black Widow's suit is pretty simple in the comics. It's a black, sometimes gray, cat suit with a yellow belt and yellow armbands. However, since yellow isn't the greatest color on screen, it makes sense that all of Black Widow's MCU costumes have been all black/various shades of gray. However, when we get to Avengers: Age of Ultron, the costume gets some color, and it's not for the better. It's frustrating how long it took Hawkeye to get a good costume. His Avengers costume is boring and basic, his Age of Ultron costume is atrocious, and his Civil War costume is incredible and perfect. Seriously, his purple Civil War suit is the best thing and I love it so deeply. But we're talking about his extremely bad Age of Ultron uniform. He's basically wearing a long gown that goes down to his knees. And the goofy sleeves. And to be honest, the maroon is not working. They finally got it right when they committed to purple in Civil War. Up to this point, all the cameos we've seen of the Mad Titan showed him in full comics accurate getup. But the new art for Infinity War shows a different Thanos, one without armor, and boy does it change his look. First off, the bald look does not work for Thanos, and the exposed arms aren't really much better. Marvel has said that the lack of armor has to do with the fact that in Infinity War, he will have control over the Infinity Gauntlet, so wearing armor would be pointless if he controls all reality. However, this minimalist Thanos might consider going back to his old duds. While we weren't expecting the full cape and headdress to make an appearance in Avengers: Age of Ultron, the Scarlet Witch costume we got in it, as well as the Civil War costume, wasn't too great. Her brother got an awesome costume, a cross between athletic wear and superhero design, but Wanda wasn't as well off, sporting what seems like the result of her first trip to an early 2000s Hot Topic. The outfit is both generic and, at the same time, doesn't look like it'd be available in Sokovia. However, the bland costume is forgiven when we get an awesome costume in the post-credits scene of Age of Ultron. However, that is the last time the costume is shown. This awesome tactical but stylish costume disappears in favor of yet another leather Victorian goth look, but this time with more laces. Like I said, I adore pretty much all of the Iron Man suits made for the Marvel movies, but the one used in Spider-Man: Homecoming is just not very good. The MCU's Iron Man costumes have always struggled to find the right balance of red and gold, and this one opts to not even try. Instead, it pulls heavily from the original Ultimate Iron Man armor that debuted in the Ultimates. However, that armor had an angular visual design and a very unique helmet, with a design made for air resistance. Without said triangular helmet, the color balance feels off, resulting in a half-finished look. The costumes that Quicksilver has worn in the Avengers and X-Men comic books haven't exactly been the height of fashion, as he has mostly sported skin-tight lycra with a lightning bolt across it and a haircut that wouldn't look out of place on an anime character. Those costumes still would have been an improvement over the outfit that he wears in Age of Ultron, though, as he is dressed like he is going to the laundrette, and is wearing a mixture of the only clean clothes he has left. The Age of Ultron Quicksilver is wearing Soviet Union-era jogging gear, which is one of the many reasons why we prefer the version that appears in the X-Men movies. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to see the other contents of our channel.